Okay, so you've got this amazing idea, right? Something truly innovative. Maybe it's a gadget, a new process, a revolutionary coffee maker, who knows?
And you're thinking, I need to protect this.
Smart move. Because in today's world, protecting your intellectual property is absolutely crucial.
It's like guarding a treasure chest full of brilliant ideas.
Exactly. And that's where patents come in. They're like the legal shields for your ingenuity. And to help us navigate this world, we're taking a deep dive today with insights from Colorado patent attorney Mark Trenner and his firm.
Now, Mark's got this incredible track record. He's worked with Fortune 500 companies, even the Department of Energy. But here's the thing. He's
And
also super passionate about working with individual inventors and small businesses.
Hmm.
People just like you.
that's so important because, let's be real, the patent process can feel pretty overwhelming.
Oh, totally. Like, where do you even start?
Right.
Well, Mark always emphasizes this isn't a DIY project.
Oh, really? I kind of thought I could just, figure it out online.
You'd be surprised how many people try. Mark actually tells this story about an inventor who thought the same thing, tried to do it all themselves, made what seemed like a really small error in the application, and ended up losing the rights to their invention entirely.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Totally true. It's a nightmare scenario, and it just goes to show how important it is to have an expert in your corner, someone who really knows the ins and outs of the patent system.
So having someone like Mark on your side is absolutely crucial. But what does that actually look like? What does he actually do for you?
Well, for starters, he's the one who understands all those intricate rules and requirements that come with a patent application.
Because it's not just about filling out a form, is it?
Nope, not at all. We're talking about crafting a highly technical document that leaves absolutely no room for costly mistakes.
So it's more like, I don't know, writing a technical manual than just filling in some blanks.
That's a great way to put it. And just like with a technical manual, you need to make sure you're not reinventing the wheel.
Right. What do they say? There's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly. And that's why Mark always stresses the importance of understanding the existing patent landscape.
Makes sense. You wouldn't want to put all your time and energy into something that someone else has already patented, so how do you even begin to figure that out?
It all starts with a thorough patent search.
Okay, so you're basically doing your homework, seeing what's already out there. So let's say I've got this amazing idea, I do my patent search, everything looks good. What's next?
Well, one of Mark's favorite things to talk about is the power of the patent pending status. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure I totally get it.
So basically, when you file what's called a provisional patent application, it acts like a placeholder.
A placeholder. Okay, so like saving your spot in line.
Exactly. It gives you a year to refine your full application.
Hold on. So you're saying I can actually start developing my product, maybe even start selling it before the full patent is approved.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You get to test the waters, you can attract investors, all while having that patent pending status as a public declaration that you're in the process of securing your patent.
Wow, okay. That's huge. It's like putting a reserve sign on your brilliant idea.
Exactly. And it gives you a real competitive edge.
Okay, this is all starting to make sense. So let's say I have this killer idea for a new, I don't know, eco-friendly coffee maker, right? I get it, I need a patent. But what kind? Is there more than one?
Great question. Because, it's easy to think all patents are created equal, but Mark emphasizes over and over that it's not a one-size-fits-all situation.
Oh, really? Okay, so break it down for me. What are the options?
So you've got your utility patents, which protect how something works, its functionality. And then you've got your design patents, which protect how something looks.
So, like a utility patent would protect how my new coffee maker brews a perfect cup. But a design patent would protect its sleek, futuristic look.
You got it. It's about safeguarding both the function and the form.
Wow. Okay. I never thought of it that way.
And sometimes, get this, a product might qualify for both types of protection.
Both. Now that's interesting.
A combined approach can be incredibly powerful.
Okay, so we've got the mechanics of my eco-friendly coffee maker covered. It's patented, both for how it works and its awesome design. But what about its name? The brand, the logo, all that jazz.
Oh, you're talking about trademarks now. This is where things get really interesting.
So trademarks are all about protecting the brand identity, right?
Exactly. It's like Mark says, a strong brand, it can be just as valuable as a patented invention, sometimes even more so. Think about it.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Like, I might have the best coffee maker in the world, but if nobody knows my brand, if it doesn't stand out...
You're not going to sell any.
Exactly.
It's like the difference between, let's say a great recipe and a beloved bakery. Both are important, right? But that bakery's brand, that unique identity, that's what keeps people coming back for more.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
So how do I make sure my brand is protected?
Well, the good news is you don't have to wait until you're launching your product to start thinking about trademarks.
Oh, really? So I can, what, trademark an idea even before it's out there?
You got it.
Yeah.
In fact, Mark always encourages his clients to secure those trademark rights early in the process. Way easier to protect your brand from the get-go than to deal with copycats later on.
Yeah, that's like trying to, I don't know, get a stain out of a shirt after it's set in, right? Much easier to deal with it right away.
Exactly. So let's say you've come up with the perfect name for your eco-friendly coffee maker.
Yeah, I'm thinking green bean brew has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
I like it. So Mark's firm, they can do a comprehensive trademark search for you. Make sure your dream name isn't already taken.
Okay, that makes sense. But it's not just the name, right? What about the logo, the tagline, all of that?
You're one step ahead. It's not just about the name. Mark helps his clients protect their logos, taglines, even those unique packaging designs. It's about creating a whole brand identity that's legally yours.
Okay, this is getting interesting. So we're talking about patents, trademarks, all this legal protection, but this is all in the US, right? What if I want to take my coffee maker global?
Now you're thinking big. Mark, actually, he's a huge advocate for that kind of international protection.
Really? But isn't that like a whole other level of complicated?
It can be. But that's where his expertise comes in. He's got strategies for navigating all the complexities of those foreign patent and trademark laws.
So he can help me, get my coffee maker brewing in cafes all over the world.
That's the goal. Imagine that, your brand, your invention, going global.
It's pretty amazing to think about. But honestly, all this legal stuff, it can feel a bit overwhelming. I wouldn't even know where to begin with international laws and all that.
And that's the beauty of working with a firm like Mark's. They handle all those intricate details, make sure your applications meet every single requirement for each country.
It's like having a team of, I don't know, international coffee ambassadors all working behind the scenes to make your vision a reality.
Exactly. They take care of all of that so you can focus on what you do best.
Okay, let's be real for a second. This all sounds, expensive. Does Mark, address the financial side of things? Because honestly, that's a big concern for a lot of us, especially when we're just starting out.
Oh, absolutely. He gets that. Budget is always a major concern for inventors and entrepreneurs. And that's why his firm, Trenner Law Firm, they operate on this project-based billing system.
Project-based, what does that even mean?
It means upfront quotes. You know what you're paying for right from the start.
So no hidden fees, no surprise invoices showing up in my mailbox.
Nope, none of that.
That's actually really refreshing to hear. It seems like so often legal fees, they're like this big black box.
It can definitely feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark, he believes in transparency. He wants to make sure his clients understand exactly what they're paying for every step of the way, empowering them, not intimidating them.
I like that approach. No hidden cost, just clear communication and a shared goal. Okay, so let's say I'm ready to take the plunge. I've got my invention. I'm ready to work with Mark to protect it. I've filed my patent and trademark applications. Everything's moving along. What happens next?
So there's a whole review process it goes through.
A review process, huh? Sounds a little intense. Okay, so a review process, like sending my coffee maker through some kind of quality control.
Kind of. Think of it like this. Highly trained specialists, they're called patent and trademark examiners.
Okay.
They get your application and really dive in.
Dive in, like really scrutinizing everything.
They were like coffee connoisseurs, but instead of tasting, they're examining every single detail of your invention and your branding.
Wow, okay, so my green bean brew, it's getting the expert treatment here.
Exactly. They want to make sure it's truly unique, see if it measures up, and make sure it meets all those legal requirements we talked about.
I bet it feels like forever waiting to hear back. What happens if the examiners have questions or something? Like, what if they want me to change something?
That's totally normal. Actually, it's usually a good sign, means they're really engaging with your application. Might ask for some clarifications, maybe a few tweaks to the wording or the drawings.
I see, I see.
And this is where having Mark and his team on your side is so invaluable. They handle all that back and forth.
Because they know how to, what, speak examiner?
Exactly. They'll handle all the communication, address any concerns, and really advocate for you and your invention every step of the way. Mark actually tells this story about how he helped a client overcome a really, really tough examiner objection. And they ended up securing this patent that became, get this, the cornerstone of their entire business.
Wow, really? So it's not just about filing the paperwork and crossing your
So
fingers.
you need that expert guidance to navigate the complexities and advocate for you. It's a team effort.
Wow, this has been eye-opening. So we've gone from that initial spark of an idea all the way to, hopefully, a fully protected invention. Seems like a long road.
It can be a journey, but when all those hurdles are cleared and your application finally gets that stamp of approval,
It's official.
you officially have a patented invention and a registered trademark. That's got to feel good.
That must feel amazing. Like all that hard work, all the waiting, it all paid off.
It's a testament to your creativity, to your ingenuity, and now you've got the power to decide how your invention, how your brand are used and marketed.
Wow. So what's the takeaway here? I started with this idea for a better coffee maker, and now I'm thinking, wow, there's a whole world out there when it comes to patents and trademarks.
There really is. And it can seem daunting, but the truth is, with the right guidance, anyone can protect their brilliant ideas.
Absolutely. So to our listeners out there, if you've got that big idea, something you believe in, don't let anything hold you back.
Take that leap.
Exactly. Seek out that expert advice and remember that journey, that impossible seeming journey. It all starts with a single step.
And who knows, maybe your invention will be the next one we're taking a deep dive into.
That's right. This has been The Deep Dive. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.
Until then, keep those creative sparks brewing.